everyone, and thank you for joining me on this Sunday morning. It's nice outside, and we're outside. Today's National Pencil Day. Do you like pencils? And good morning, Slay. How are we doing today? We got our coffee. We got our live stream. We're in the backyard today. I didn't feel like going anywhere. Normally I go somewhere on Sundays, but whatever. Um, Robert had a little stomach bug, but he's better today. He was kind of, didn't want to get around too much. Hey, Johnny B, what's going on, my friend? Did you get your new toy? Let's do our poll. I'm outside today, so this is gonna be a little tedious. Let's see here, and I'm doing it left-handed. So, bum 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 bum, and da, 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 da. Bear with me. And da, 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 da. National Pencil Day. I found the place that has all the national days. Every day is national something. There we go. Oh, you did pictures in the, that's cool. Good morning, Istanbul. Good morning, everybody. It's National Pencil Day. Ramesh is here. Good morning, Ramesh. Wesley. I haven't looked at the Discord. I apologize. But I will look at it. I will look at it. Don't worry about it, man. Don't worry about it. We'll look at it. And Robert's just chilling over there. Yeah, I went to Tractor Supply. It's a good store for if you need stuff for animals. It's not like PetSmart. Um, they got a huge selection of pet stuff from cats, dogs, and they do stuff for horses and cattle and things like that too, because it's meant for kind of like for farmers and stuff. And he had a little bit of a stomach bug, so I decided I'd go there and check out what they have because they have a whole aisle of medicines and herbal supplements and all kinds of stuff for cats and dogs, for everything you can think of, from joint pain to diarrhea to um, joints and stuff like that, whatever it is. But they had something for dog diarrhea, and it worked. It worked. So it was because I gave him some cheap um, um, rawhide type thing, but it's a rawhide alternative or something like that. So it's like, no, he's gonna get the real deal from now on, because I would give him regular rawhides every once in a while because he loves to chew on things, and it's just basically beef rawhide with some flavoring on it. It's it. Never had a problem. But when I gave him that alternative one because I was at a different store and I didn't feel like going to the right one, he was tummy ache for 2 days. So throwing all those away. Take that, soy people. Hmm. Yeah, it was like a doggy Pepto kind of thing. And I was reading online, it says you can't give them regular Pepto because their digestive system is different than ours. But if you're here in the States and you have a Tractor Supply in your area, go check it out. It's a pretty cool store. It's not that big, but it's got some stuff that you won't find at Lowe's, Home Depot, Walmart, things like that, um, and so forth and so on. So it's a good little store. I like it a lot. You can probably buy pencils there too on National Pencil Day. I had an idea for American Doorstop. I never pursued it because things happened, but I wanted to make sure that I had everything that I was making it to make it 100% American made. So I made sure I bought lumber that came from the United States. I had tools, some old tools that I've had forever. They were USA made. Even my circular saws is made in the USA. And I found a place or a brand of pencil that is sold in Tennessee and it's manufactured in Tennessee. American made pencils. Yep. Uh, but yeah, pencils. It depends on what job you're doing. You know, if I'm I'm doing anything construction, not construction, but little hobbies or whatever, I'm using my tools, I'm going to use a pencil all day long through everything. Um, are you getting two of them nearby? Yeah. Uh, they carry all kinds of stuff there at Tractor Supply. It's a really cool store. And they got a little garden center if you want to get plants and stuff like that too. Um, but yeah, it's a really neat store. You should check it out sometime. Again, I'm not sponsored by them. I have no official sponsorships, but you know, hey Liz, good morning. We're talking about pencils today. It's National Pencil Day. It's like a National 5 different things day, but I chose pencil. So, uh, and Wes, he's not getting a tractor. There's a store called Tractor Supply. So Rob just think he's getting a tractor. He may be. Maybe that's why he's excited about it. He knows about them. But yeah, just Tractor Supply. Remember what you can't find anymore? The really big fat pencils. Remember those? And that was so ironic. Why did they give kids really with teeny little hands these giant ass crayons and these giant ass pencils? And as they got older, the pencil got smaller and the crayons got smaller. I never understood that. It's like, here you go, kid. Welcome to school. Here's this giant tree limb that you can color pictures with. It's like, why would you even do that? It never made sense to me. Never made. If anybody can explain that one in the chat, that'd be great. They would. I don't think they do it anymore because you can't really find the big fat crayons and the big fat pencils anymore. But yeah, I can't be the only one. Too much lead in this guy. I put mustard on the paint chips and eat them. But we're just talking about pencils and how when I was younger, they used to give you really big fat pencils when you had tiny little hands in kindergarten. And then as you went up to like second, third, fourth grade, you went back down to smaller pencils, but your hand got bigger. Yep, that's what we're funning. I don't know why that happened. Nobody can explain that with you. Lead chips with mustard. Yeah, yeah. You just put a little mustard on, just chew them right up. It's good to go. It's cheaper than a vasectomy. So yeah, happy Pencil Sunday. But yeah, I like and there's always number 2 pencils. Where are the number 1 pencils? Where are the number 3 pencils? And who uses those? And why did we stick with number 2? These are things that go through my head. Some people are like, what am I going to have for lunch? Or, do I have, well, I didn't check my bank account. Or, what are we having for dinner? You know, no, I'm worried about pencils and why they're number 2s and there are no 1s and 3s. It's like, why are there no B batteries? You got A batteries and it jumps to C, D, but no B batteries. Number 1 pencils are rare. I don't understand. Nothing's in my coffee. Just plain old black coffee. That's the way I like it. Yeah, and what were number 1 pencils used for? I imagine some of them were for using like art, maybe. I don't know. Yep, and no B batteries. We did double. There's no A batteries, but we did double A, triple A. Then we skipped to C. I don't know. Maybe a lighter shade. I think it's the density of the lead in the pencil, honestly. Yeah, and number 3s be darker or something like that. I don't know. I'm not a pencil connoisseur, but yeah. Baba batteries, BB batteries. Oh, that'd be kind of cool. Or triple B batteries. I don't know. These are the random questions that go through my mind. I follow the Jewish faith, but I'm not actually Jewish. So there you go. I'm 48 years old, live in Georgia, I weigh 210 pounds. I have a dog. I work at the post office. I live alone, and I like playing video games. My blood type's O positive. It stutters. Yeah, that would be kind of like a stuttering thing. They're a quarter Jew. That reminds me of the Adam Sandler song, the Hanukkah song. He says a quarter Jew, not too shabby. Uh, oh man, I'm not gonna wake him up. He's over there sleeping. There you go, the Adam Sandler song. I can't remember the two actors he was talking about. They got married, or something. A quarter Jew. It's like funny stuff. Not too shabby. It's so strange how Adam Sandler was so awesome in Saturday Night Live. Then what's his face fired him from Saturday, or whatever the guy's name is that runs it. I can't remember his name right now. My mind's gone blank. And he went on into Hollywood and like nailed it. Made all kinds of kick-ass movies. You know, yeah, a lot of birds out here this morning. It sounds like this out here all the time. Happy Hanukkah, smoke your marijuana. uh, how's the solo life? It's very peaceful. This is my solo life. Birds chirping, dogs sleeping. I got a whole pot of coffee to myself. And I have a pack of number 2 pencils. So there you go. Yep. Just look up American made pencils. They're made in Tennessee. I thought that was pretty cool. There's also a place here in Georgia, ironically, makes chopsticks and sells them to China. I'm not kidding. I heard about that a couple years ago. There's a factory in the state of Georgia that makes chopsticks and sells them to China. Yep. I just think that's so ironic. Of all the things that we can make to sell to China, chopsticks are what it is. I don't understand the world. I don't understand the world at all. I'll read them later, promise. You know, colored pencils, number 2 pencils, and pens, etc. You collect them all. There are people that collect pens and pencils. I guess you get pens. Businesses used to get their information printed on a pencil and hand them out. They're like, nobody uses pencils anymore. And you can't get those anymore. That was kind of like matchbooks for different businesses and stuff. That was back when everybody smoked in the 70s and 80s. And then you got I'm sure you've seen those videos where they get a pack of colored pencils, like a big wad of them, and they glue them all together in this big clump, and then they carve them out, and you got this multicolored ball or sphere they make out of it when they put it on a lathe and all this other stuff. It's kind of cool. You know, they get a lot of views on YouTube. But yeah. Diamond encrusted pens was $299. Can I borrow your pen? Hell no, that's diamond encrusted, man. It's my bling pen. That's my bling bling pen. You can't be having that, man. Get off my bling. Get off my pen, boy. Was it blue or black ink? Or was it gold? Or was it silver? What kind of ink did it have? We need more information about this $300 pencil. It was just in a case. See, I have too many questions. Robert is, there's some, I think they're bees or wasps underneath the wood pile. And Robert here likes to try to catch them. He watches them fly around and he'll start jumping up and down and trying to catch them. He can't do it. $200, $300 for a pencil. Was it a mechanical pencil? It had to be, or pen, I mean, it was a pen, right? Yeah, it was a pen though, not a pencil. HB pencils? Never heard of those. But there are different grades of pencils. You can get the really cheap ones that just snap in your hand while you're writing. It's definitely not a sphere. You're a flat earther. Maybe it's an oval. Maybe it's shaped like an egg. How about that? Georgia pines. Oh, yeah. I mostly got oak trees around me right here, though. There's a cedar tree there that the birds like when they come down on my bird feeder. But these are mostly oak trees. There are a lot of Georgia pines. There's a lot of pollen involved in that. And everybody's driving yellow cars right now. But yeah, it's a sphere. It could be shaped like an egg. I never measured it myself. It's a pineapple. They catch bees. Wow. Maybe that's the reason the bee population's going down. Thanks, Liz. Well, you're looking at the dirt part of it right now, though. It's like such a great lawn. I harvest dirt every year. Oh, I've seen those where you heat up the end of it. It's for like art and stuff like that. I have seen those pencils. I haven't owned one. Hmm. We're learning a lot about pencils today. Thanks for joining us, boys and girls. Today we're talking about pencils. You're out of coffee? Oh my gosh, man, that's a panic attack right there for me. I was like, I didn't feel like driving, which going to Walmart and back from my location, if I do it in a hurry, is going to be at least 30 minutes, if not more. And they didn't want to do that for a coffee, so I went to the gas station, paid an outrageous amount for a thing of Folgers, and brought it home to get me by so I can go get some whole bean that I can grind myself. Um, yeah, get some coffee, come back, Mike. We'd love to have you back on here. But I have seen those pencils that that you heat up, and then you are able to draw with them and things like that. Hmm. I'd look at that too. I wonder how much they cost. They're probably not cheap. I'm not laughing at your beliefs. I laugh about everything, bro. You can ask all the other people that are on here. I laugh at everything. I try, it's just like a nervous tick for me. Um, Instead of just sitting there going, I laugh a little bit. So I'm not laughing at you. Okay. It's just something I do. I want. We're having light conversation. I'm not here to bash anybody. I just I I try to laugh. If I don't laugh, I end up crying later on in the day. So what? Oh, you pull at the end to sharpen it? You mean like to peel the paper off those? Those are China markers. Don't offer a laugh track. These are true laughs, damn it. These are true laughs. Oh, I did. He was joking. It wasn't Walmart. No, Target's like a 30-minute drive in itself one way. But what was I going to say? China markers, the grease pencils. We use those at my work a lot, and for various reasons we use them. They're very handy for that purpose that we use. But I needed one, and I was at this office, and I asked the guy, I said, "Hey, what are the China markers?" He was like, "China markers? Why are you calling them China markers?" And I was like, "Because that's what they are." I was like, what are you he thought I was saying some kind of like racial slur when I said China marker. And when I found the pack of them, it says right there on the grease pen, it says China marker. And like, and he was like, oh, okay. I was like, really, dude? You thought I was making some derogatory slang reference to a writing utensil? But you get those people that are super hypersensitive. Yeah, everything goes offensive. I'm like, it's a grease pencil. that's that's what they are. I don't know what to tell you, man. I didn't name them. That's what. Don't chew on me, Robert. Here's Robert. Say hi, Robert. You gonna say hi? You feeling better? Aw, love you too. Everybody's on the camera saying hi. We're talking about pencils. You done? You done? You're jealous. You want all the attention, don't you? Yeah, he does. Hey, GH, how's it going? Look at this. Look at this. You see this? See what he's doing? Where do you think you're going to go with that? Just like think about it. Hey, don't eat my string. He does that with my shoes too. He doesn't chew the shoe. He likes the strings, the laces. He's trying to strangle me. Get over here. You playing with me. We played this morning. We already played. Yeah. You get all the squirrels and birds to chase. You don't want those? Ironically, he doesn't like play tug of war. I got him little chew animal type things, and he's learning to fetch a little bit. He's not the fetching type of dog as far as his breed is concerned, but he's learning a little bit, and then play around, growl with him, hold it in his mouth, and he just gives it up. He doesn't try to like growl and tug back. He doesn't even want to play tug of war. No, he does not like coffee. He sniffs it. He's like, no. He does like beef broth. I learned. I got a little bit of that in the fridge, and I get it with no salt, and I can pour it in just a little bit, like a sip, and he laps it up, and it's got all kinds of antioxidants and stuff in there with him, and he likes it. It's just a little treat, you know. Yeah, he chases the squirrels in the trees too, but they've gotten wise to him. He he goes after them, but there's this. I got all these fences, kind of like what you see behind me on these two fences, and they'll run along the top of the fence. And if they see him anywhere, look at this guy. Why are you nibbling on me? Why are you nibbling on me, bro? Okay. No, no bite, no biting, please. Okay. I know you don't mean any harm, but I don't want you chewing on me either. Okay. He's 2 years old, but he still acts like a puppy. Yep. They run along the top of the fence line, and if they see him, they're like, nah, I'll come back later. Now, if he's sleeping somewhere in the yard, they'll hop down, go down, because I got bird feeders and they're seed, and they'll try to get in that stuff, and they're running around. Then he may wake up and chase them a little bit, but if he's walking around and he's alert, they're not going to come over the fence. They've already learned about him. That's his favorite corner too. I let him dig there. I don't know why he likes to dig there, but he digs there. Where are you going, buddy? If he digs it too deep, I'll have to put something in there to kind of slop him down. Your dog's 10 years old, so acts like a puppy. That's good. They're happy. They're running around being happy. He's taking to China. That's funny you say that, Liz. I did like the well done pizza. Like I said, that was pretty crunchy. Poor Istanbul. She cooked a pizza and it got away from her a little bit, and it was charred. That's what it was. That's what they call it. Charred. But one of my friends, she was telling the story about her kids, her two boys playing in the backyard, and they were digging this hole in the backyard. She come out there and was like, well, what are you guys doing? Digging a hole? Well, where are you going? We're going to China. She's like, and then I kind of told that wrong. She heard one of them, the kids, looking in the hole and screaming, "Hola, hola!" And then she asked them where they're going. Digging in China. I think, yeah, you got your languages mixed up there a little bit, buddy. What are you? What? He'll lay down eventually. I don't know. Yeah, he said "hola" down in the hole, thinking he's going to China. Ni hao. Hola. He's got this thing where he wants to pull on roots too. Robert, what are you doing over there? He's like, whatever. He's gonna lay in the hole. He will. It's not even hot out here. It's a little cool. That's why I've got this hoodie on. Um, but yeah, he may be mad at me. He's not playing. Well, I'm gonna dig a hole then. I'll show you. And he's finally laid down in it. You're right. Poof. There he goes. Don't interrupt me. I'm busy over here. I guess so. There's all these. There's no grass or anything, so these roots are kind of on top of the ground. He'll dig at them. He start tugging on them. So yeah, tearing up roots. I don't think he's going to get the major roots of the oak tree and kill it. But and he's only done like little bitty straw size roots, so it's not that big of a deal. I wouldn't even know how to get him to stop because I have a raised garden over here, and I got some spray that's supposed to keep deer and stuff away, and it kind of stinks. And yeah, he's just he's like a little kid. They just kind of falls asleep in the car with their head in the worst position possible, but they wake up totally fine with no pains or anything like that. That's him. Oh yeah, I need a pillow. What's a pillow? You can't pick it up. It may be, but at my raised beds, I got the spray. It stinks bad, but it's to keep animals out of your gardens and stuff like that. So I sprayed that all around and stuff like that. Didn't phase him. He actually found the bottle and chewed the top off of it. It's safe for pets. It's not going to hurt him. And he literally chewed the spray nozzle on this bottle to bits. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? It's like, this stuff stinks. I guess it's supposed to, it even said on the bottle, like, repel animals, stuff like that, but not this guy. Not this guy. He was like all about it. I had to throw the bottle away. I was like, damn it. But he's cool. He's cool. We're just, we get along just fine. Yeah. At least he's not going to cheat on me. Sly's had a crazy Friday. How much it stinks to him. I know with the great nose, I haven't had a dog in a while, and but their senses are so keen, and it kind of, yeah. He sees and hears things I can't even imagine. I can't imagine the smell. The ability to smell as much as he does. But and how he sees these little bugs flying by so fast, he never misses them. He's snapping at them, trying to get them, and his hearing is insane because I'll be watching TV and he'll sleep in his little bed. Not a problem. I got socks on, and I try to get out of my chair and tiptoe to the kitchen. As soon as my foot hits the ground, he's up. I'm like, how in hell? Do you hear that? So I can't sneak around this guy at all. Cannot sneak past him. All right, Skylene, thanks for stopping by. But yeah, it's like, and then he wants to be my shadow all the time, and which is fine. I don't mind. I kind of trip up on him a little bit, but I've got used to it. But he'll follow me to the kitchen. He'll follow me to the bathroom. He'll follow me to the living room. Every time I go one little place to the other, he gets up and follows me. It doesn't matter if he's in a dead sleep. Cat Privet. I don't remember that, Istanbul. Oh, the neighbors were shouting. Well, yeah, the other house we had a lot of cats, and they get neighbors up. I don't remember them shouting. Huh. My memory fades me a lot all the time anyway. Cat pervert? I don't remember that. I don't know that one. I don't remember. Sorry. It was a funny video. I don't remember that at all. I say all kinds of crazy stuff. My mind's shooting in 15 different directions all the time. I don't know. You'll send the clip to me? Okay. I don't remember that. I've saved all my videos. I got some of them that got like insane amount of hours and watches, and I have no clue why one particular video skyrockets and then the other one kind of flatlines. It just does. I don't know why. And I'm just kind of watching him now. He's up and around looking at another root or something. But he was a little kind of just sleeping a lot yesterday. When I gave him that medicine, he's a lot better today. That's good. He's back to his little playful self, running around and just checking things out. He cracks me up. You have some interesting stuff going on at school there. I guess I was just naive. I don't remember that stuff happening. I'm sure it did somewhere. They needed Pepto. That's why they were moaning. Oh, what are they doing in there? Exactly, Wesley. It may have been completely different than what you thought it was going to be. It's like, they're moaning back there. Yeah, it's because they can't get it out. They needed Pepto. Everybody should have Pepto on the side, just in case. It's one of those necessities, right? Like milk and bread. Milk, bread, eggs, and Pepto. You never know when you're going to need it, but you want it. When you need it, you want it to be there. That's for sure. I really haven't had much stomach problems and stuff since I've moved here by myself. My stress level's gone way down, and that's great. So, oh gosh, there's a bunch of people's birthdays today. Eric Clapton's birthday is today. Wasn't he the one whose kid got on the edge of the balcony and like fell out of the building and died? I think that was Eric Clapton, right? There's Anthony Jeselnik. There's a comedian. He talked about Eric Clapton. It was just a lot. It was a lot of stress. The last bit was a lot of stress, and that was a lot of it. I had to go. But yeah. But Vincent Van Gogh's birthday is today. Eric Clapton's birthday is today. There was another birthday today as well. Warren Beatty, his birthday is today. All kinds of stuff going on. So March, let's say April, May, June, July. So they were 4th of July babies. And 4th of July babies. Independence Day babies, but some of these were born, yeah. And then Tracy Chapman's birthday is today too. She is 61 years old, Tracy Chapman. So there you go, a bunch of birthdays today. And happy birthday to anybody else that may be having a birthday today too. Maybe you'll get a pack of pencils for your birthday. When's my birthday? In July. It's in July. I'm a Thanksgiving baby. Yep, that cornbread and mashed potatoes must have been really good that day. It's just a stupid way to think about it. Honey, you sure did cook a good meal today. That's just the funny way to look at people's birthdays. Just add 3 months to whatever month they're in, and you can kind of gauge what holiday is close by. And a lot of times you'll find out it's always a holiday close by. To make you wonder what they took the celebration a little bit further than usual. Your parents did. As well as mine. Oh gosh. Coffee mugs with hand-drawn pictures of ourselves. We used to get, when I was deployed, we used to get packages from school children, and they would send they would color a little picture saying thank you for serving our country and thank you for killing all the bad guys. And these were like first graders, second graders. And it was just absolutely hilarious. We would pass them out, and that was we loved those packages because it was just so cute, the mindset of these kids and how they would draw stuff, and their idea of what we were doing over there. It It was just comical the way they were like, go kill all the bad guys. And they'd have like a stick figure and they'd have like 3 or 4 giant guns on the stick figure. Like, I don't know, we're not actually doing all that, buddy, but thanks. You know? It was very funny stuff. I wish I could have kept some of those. Just kind of, to look back and laugh about. But I don't. What does that sound? Oh, he's chewing his toy over there. It's squeaking. Like, that's a weird sounding bird. Yeah. There was a bunch of, I got the pictures of my buddies and stuff. I've lost those. Um, Dustin, one of my other guys that gets on here sometimes, he found one of them and emailed it to me. So I'll be able to like picture, I can post that and frame that one. But yeah, some of the other stuff I wish I'd have kept and could have framed. That'd be kind of cool, to hang on the wall and say, look here, this is kind of conversation starter if somebody ever came over. But I don't have them anymore. I don't have them. Yeah, the 2 pictures. The one I took has us sitting on a picnic table that we made. But the other one that was sent to me is better because the quality of it's better also. But it has all 8 of us in there instead of just like I think it was like 6 of us before photo. So, and the quality's better on it too. So I'll be able to I can get that printed. That'd be cool to have on the wall. A few other little pictures like that. I should do. It's easy to do, right? I worked on the truck yesterday and did because it was not. You run it for a while, the engine gets hot, it wouldn't start back up. And read some stuff online. Maybe it's the fuel pump or whatever. Changed that whole thing. Got gasoline all over my arm. Ruined a t-shirt. Gasoline just pouring out of this hose. I'm trying to clog it so I can do the thing. And what I had to plug the hose wasn't quite what I needed, so it's still dripping and stuff. I'm getting high off the fumes and put it all back together. Started right up. Yay! Took it for a ride. Got it back home. Waited a minute. Tried to start. Wouldn't start. I didn't fix it. I just replaced a part that was already working. So I was like, well, damn it. But it was only 25 bucks. So it wasn't like I spent a bunch of money on a replacement part. And now this thing is like a vacuum. They call it vacuum purge or something like that. Something vacuum. Anyway, if you guys work on cars, you may know. Um, I may have to rebuild the carburetor. I don't know. There's some adjustments I can make to it. I'll have to learn that. But I got the internet, so I can look all that stuff up. Yep. Try to figure out what's going on. So you guys don't know that are watching, I have an old pickup truck, a 77 Ford, and it's got a 351 Windsor in it. And after it's ran for, and the engine gets hot, if you wait 2 or 3 minutes, try to crank it again, it won't do it until the engine completely cools down. Then it'll start back up again. Vapor lock. That's what it's called. Vapor lock. New stuff, just all kind of stuff everywhere. I mean, the part was only $25. So it may, I don't know. It's done. I'm not going to change it back. Yeah, vapor lock. That's what it's called. That's what I read online. So I needed to check some of it, but it doesn't have like all the vapor lines, the vacuum tubes everywhere, and stuff like that. But vapor lock has something to do with the carburetor, and the fuel turns to vapor instead of staying as a liquid, and it just won't start. It'll end up, flooding it. I don't know. I could have used a pencil to plug that hose. It would have fit right in there. I didn't think about that. Had it been National Pencil Day, I would have thought about that. I would have thought about that National Pencil Day. There were some other goofy days too. One of the other ones was like National Turkey Neck Soup Day. No, thank you. Turkey neck soup. Anybody out there eating turkey neck soup? That's your day today. Along with Pencil Day, it's Turkey Neck Soup Day. And then there's Virtual Vacation Day. These are so stupid. Virtual vacation. Basically, you just want to walk around as if you're watching a movie. Your virtual vacation day. It shows a picture of a guy with like VR goggles, and he's looking like at the Louvre or something like crap like that. I could just watch a movie. But basically, it's something where you can put VR goggles on, and it's National VR Virtual Vacation Day. Take us all camping. Woo! You know, I thought about going camping, but this right here is just like being out in the woods camping, and I'm in a neighborhood. It's a quiet neighborhood. There's no reason for me to go off, pack a bunch of stuff. Now, I don't mind going hiking, but why would I buy all that stuff and go somewhere else when I'm going to get the exact same experience? And I have a toilet here that I wouldn't have camping. It's super quiet. Now they get a little, I mean, people start stirring, getting things going around lunch. Yesterday, everybody was cutting their grass. It was noisy as hell yesterday because they thought it was going to rain today. And so everybody was out cutting grass and doing that stuff and working in their gardens and whatnot, making up with leaf blowers, all kinds of stuff, chainsaw. It was like everybody decided yesterday was the day to do all that stuff. So it's super noisy. But this right here, it'd be no different than going camping. Pretty nice, huh? One of the woodpeckers has decided to try to build or drill a hole in the side of the house. It sounds like somebody put a jackhammer on the side of the house. I'm inside and hear this, I'm like, what the hell is that, gunfire? Wait a second. Again. And by the time I got out there, I didn't see what it was, but I was like, okay, it's not a machine gun fire, obviously. But then I caught him on the side of the house, and I got vinyl siding. So he's just whacking away. Yeah. He decided he wants to try to build on the side of the house. It didn't damage anything. It's not like I have one of those stucco houses where they could like drill a hole in there actually, but this stuff he's just banging away, making a lot of noise. I don't know. I do want to go hiking though. I don't mind going down trails and seeing some stuff like that. Now I'm taking the second week of April off. The 7th through the 11th. I'm taking a week off just because I can. I got a bunch of vacation time. So there's some places I may go hiking during that time. You guys can come with me. Take you hiking down a trail somewhere. There's a couple of parks close by. We'll take Robert, pack a little lunch or something, pack him a little snack, and we'll do some hiking. That'll be fun. Take you guys with me. When I was camping about a year and a half ago, I had cell phone signal everywhere I went. So I just took, I wasn't doing live streams, but I was able to video chat and, things like that. Yeah. You got the canyons, deep canyons and stuff like that. Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be cool. A lot of it's just kind of, around here is going to be just trails through the woods. Now, if I go to North Georgia, you're getting the hilly part of that, and then people, there's trails where you hike up to top of the hilltops, and you can kind of look out further and things like that. But I am completely out of shape to be able to, and that was a struggle. I was like, I went up the hill, hiking up that hill for a few, I like hiking, 1. 2, it was cold outside, and I need to get my body moving to warm up. And well, that's basically it. So I need to get my body temperature up, move around a little bit. But yeah, I made it to the top, took some pictures. Georgia Hill people get me. Let's hope not. I grew up in Tennessee. We had a snowstorm, funny story. And I was living east of Nashville at the time. And this snowstorm came through and blanketed everything, shut down the interstates. I mean, it was like legitimate piles of snow all over the roads, and there were some hills and stuff. You're getting into the mountainous areas, the interstates. So they shut them down, and they brought us in. I was in the National Guard, and they brought us in to go out there and clear roads. I couldn't go to work, and I needed to get paid, so I went to the armory. They threw us in Humvees. Long story short, we were in these Humvees, about three of us, three vehicles. We had chainsaws and fuel cans, and we were going up down these side roads and help clearing out roads and stuff like that. It was like, they need help clearing roads this way, so we went that way. And it was up this winding hill, back off of nowhere. I mean, this is I don't know, it was 97, 98, year 1997, 98, something like that, late 90s. And we went up this road, middle of no damn where. And we found some trees. We cleared them out, kept going, found some more trees, cleared it out. But we got this one spot that was creepy as hell. It was Deliverance to the 10th level. I mean, these were like little shacks on the side of hills. You would think they were indigenous people with buck teeth. They were, these were some hill folk, real hill folk. And we got up and we were looking at each other like, what the hell are we getting into here? But they would like peek out the window and peek out the door, looking, what are these boys doing out here type thing. They never came down and talked to us, but literally little shacks on the sides of hills and, little smokestacks, people, doing their wood stoves. And this place was, I think they had like 2 cars maybe, and they're run down as hell. They were living off the land, living on the side of this hill. And we're out there trying to clear these streets and everything. And everybody felt the creepiest vibe. We were just like, let's just go ahead and get this done with and get out of here. But it was pretty, yeah. I'll never forget that. It was like some, I don't know, the most hillbilly thing you could think of. That's what it was. I can't describe it. It was just creepy. It was just so damn creepy. It wasn't single wide trailers and stuff. Although there were a couple of those out there. It was more like they'd built these little shacks on the side of the hill looking down at the road and the ravine and stuff like that. I don't know, dude. It was just weird, bizarre. We wanted to get out of there. There were no banjos playing. Nothing like that. But it was like, yeah, we need to keep rolling. We need to keep rolling. We didn't have, it wasn't like we had our weapons on us or anything like that. We were just in uniform with chainsaws clearing streets. And yeah, so we were like, okay, boop, gotta go. Nice talking to you guys. But I almost cut my leg off with a chainsaw doing that too that day. I never really used a chainsaw much. It's not hard to do. But I wasn't being careful, and I had like 3 layers on my pants to, keep me warm. And I didn't let go of the release on the chainsaw. The chain was still rolling. It caught my pant leg, cut my pant leg, and yeah, I almost chopped my leg off. It didn't. It didn't cut the skin. It just snagged my pants and like ripped them. And I was like, I'm gonna switch. You go for a little bit. I'll drive. It's like I don't want to chop my leg off. That would have been yeah, a bad day for sure. Because we were out in the middle of no damn where. It would have taken a good hour to get to a hospital or something like that. So good thing that I didn't chop my leg off. I got to get a refill. I'm gonna spin the camera around. You can watch Robert and the bird feeder for a minute, and then I'll be right back. All right, guys, don't go anywhere. Just chill, hang out, listen to the birds. You don't like coffee, Robert? No jumping. Damn it. Let me sit down, buddy. Hold on, hold on, hold on. You don't even like coffee. Stop it. He's all over the place. It's okay. He always thinks I'm going to run off and leave him. I'm right here, buddy. I'm not going anywhere. See? Yeah. Having some more coffee. Want to try? Hmm? Nope. He does not like the smell of coffee. Maybe that's what I need to put in the garden. A bunch of coffee. Thank you, Wesley, for reminding me that. That was embarrassing one time. Was it the Naked Gun movies? Leslie Nielsen. He was in the court and he excused himself, went to the bathroom, and everybody in the courtroom could hear him. He's singing "Old Man River." Old Man River. And then when you think he stops, he starts back up again. That's just so stupid funny. I love that kind of stuff. They said the way they did that is to make the sound for all that is they used a pitcher of water and a trash bag. So they didn't go into how but basically they're pouring the pitcher of water slowly over this trash bag to get the sound effect, and that's how they put it in the movie. Hey, Tharva, a Tharva? Oh yeah, Leslie Nielsen was a real comic for real. He was just too damn funny. He said that was a prop that the prop guys let him have it. The little fart machine thing he made, or he never showed it. I never saw a picture of it, but yeah, he would carry this little fart noise maker with him on interviews, and he would go, and then he would do this to people that had no clue, and they would be like, "Do you want to start over with the interview?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, we're fine." Good stuff. Naked Gun movies. One of the scenes I like from the Naked Gun movie, which also had O.J. Simpson as an actor in it. Fun fact. When he had that little shootout, and then he falls in the water and dies, and they come up to investigate the scene. You know how they chalk the body out on ground? Well, they couldn't do that in water, so they had this rope on the water in the shape of a body, just floating in the water. Oh man, I just died when I saw that rope on the water in the shape of a body. uh, oh, I need to watch some of those old movies again. Laugh about them. I wish they made movies like that today. They don't. They don't make comedy movies like that today. Those were great from the 80s and 90s. I don't know. Go camping. You can go hiking, Slay. You need to get your parents to take you camping one day. Good point, Wesley. That was a good point. You're young enough, it won't hurt when you wake up in the morning. Yep, yep. Gosh, could you imagine living off the land or in a caravan going to California and just living out of the back of a wagon or whatever and sleeping on the ground and man, that had to be the Oregon Trail type thing. Gosh, those are some tough people. After a couple of days, I'd have been complaining the rest of the damn time. They would have left me away. And I'm like, all right, he's over there peeing. Let's go, guys. Yeah. They take off and leave me. I'm like, leave me out here by myself. People died on the way, on those Oregon trails and all that kind of stuff. People just didn't make it. Yeah. Well, that's just crazy. American Indian tents were smoky. The teepees and things like that. Yeah. You got it made, Slay. 100 years ago, 200 years ago, not yeah, probably just 100 years ago, you would live in a completely different life. Those guys that pioneered things and go out like that, they were using pencils. Yep. Only the captain of this ship had the quill pen. Everybody else was using pencils. That was fancy stuff. But yeah, you had to be nutty in the head to want to go adventure like that. If you think about it, you get on a boat and they're going to go from Europe. We're going to sail around the world and get to India. Really? Yeah, you want to go? Sure, I'm not doing anything. How long are we going to be on this boat? I don't know. Could be months, years, maybe a couple weeks. I don't know how big the Earth is. All right. And to be on one of those boats just discovering the new world, you had to be nutty, crazy to be that stuff. Hey, Istanbul, I'll enjoy your walk. Thanks for stopping by. You want to travel past the ice wall like Admiral Byrd. So, Mike, you're serious about being a flat earther? Is that correct? I'm not making fun of you. I want to understand. Well, and again, I'm not making fun of you. I really want to know what makes you think that it is a flat Earth versus a sphere. And do you feel like the other things we view are also flat? Say, say the moon. Is the moon flat? Are other planets flat, or is it just Earth that's flat? And the Bible tells you it's flat? I don't remember that in the Bible. The ice wall almost convinced you one time. I mean, I've never been in space. I don't know. Uh, uh, Firmament separates the waters above from the water below. It almost, yeah, Wesley was almost convinced. Only in pictures, snow. But I'm just trying to fathom the flat Earth. I was always taught it was a sphere, and it makes sense to me that it's a sphere. Hmm. But yeah, I don't know. See, Mike's way over my head right now. Can I put the geocentric model into the heliocentric model? It's its own thing. Science was my favorite subject, but here I am telling you it's flat. Huh. Johnny, be nice. I just, I don't believe it's flat. I don't. I mean, when you fly on the plane, if you're in an airplane 40,000 feet in the air, you can see the curvature of the Earth. And if you think about it, on the horizon, if you're sitting on the coast and you're looking over the ocean, you can kind of sense that it goes off in a curve. I don't know. I don't know. This is my first, yeah, I don't know. Trust me, Malcolm. uh, there's an alternative universe, parallel universe. I don't know. People think about that kind of stuff, parallel universes and flat Earths and multiverses, and who am I don't know. It's just way out of my head. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know what to say. I'm not, I'm afraid if I say something, it'll be rude. I just, you could see things International Space Station. International Space Station's flying above us all the time. But if we were flat, wouldn't it be taking the same exact path going over us every single time? But it doesn't. If you catch it in the sky, and there are things you can look on the internet to time it, let you know when it's coming by. You can see it going across the night sky. It's always at a different angle. It's coming around different ways. Because of gravity? Yeah. The gravity pulls everything down. Nobody can really explain gravity itself. Um, or I haven't been able to find something that truly explains what gravity actually is. We know it exists, but you think that's fake? Well, you're entitled to your opinion, Mike. I'm not going to, discredit you for that. Um, it's just something I don't believe in. I don't think it's flat. I don't know. Again, I've never been in space, but why would Earth be flat and all the other ones be round? There is no space. Then what about our satellites? They're just floating up there. They defy gravity because there's no space. Oh my gosh. I think we're going down a rabbit hole here. You want to see flat? Go to Lubbock, Texas. Yeah, I bet you. Yeah, you will. I remember seeing some flat in Iraq. That was flat area too. Oh, or being it gets powered by electricity, but how's it communicating? There's satellites all over the place transmitting stuff. Kansas is flat. A lot of flat places in the Midwest. But I don't want you to think we're making fun of you, Mike. Level called level. Okay. Let me see. Let me look that up. See if it's streaming service. I'm just interested um, to learn new things. Level called level. Okay. It's 2016. Nope, I don't think that's it. I'll have to look it up. Oh man. You got to go break over, Mel. Thanks for stopping by. Who's from Arkansas? Mel's in Arkansas. Okay. I mean, you could look at the theory of people saying the Earth is flat, and you can see the theory of certain people believing different religions too. They don't make sense. But at least the flat Earth thing you can disprove, right? You don't have religion is faith. You believe in it because of faith. I guess you could say we have faith in science to show that to prove the Earth is round. Oh man, I don't know. Who invented rocket fuel? I remember sharing a story where I saw the guy used the um, was the first to use fuel in a rocket, in a homemade rocket. Use Gemini. Hello, Gemini.
Hi there. What can I help you with today?
Who invented rocket fuel?
That's a good question. While many people contributed to the development of rocket fuel, Robert Goddard is often credited with launching the first liquid-fueled rocket back in 1926. Do you want to learn more about him or the history of rocket fuel?
Is the Earth flat?
No, the Earth is not flat. It's a sphere, and we have tons of evidence to prove it. Would you like to hear some of that evidence, or is there something else I can help you with?
Why are there number 1 pencils?
You're asking about the different numbers on pencils. Well, the numbers actually refer to the hardness of the graphite. Number 1 pencils have the softest lead, so they make a dark mark but wear down quickly. Number 2 pencils are the standard, and they're a good balance of darkness and durability. There are also number 3 and 4 pencils, which have harder leads and make lighter marks.
What do you call a pencil you have to burn the end of first?
That's called a pyrographic pencil. They're used for a technique called pyrography, which is basically wood-burning art. Did you want to learn more about pyrography?
I can't even spell that, Gemini.
No worries, it's a tricky one. It's spelled Pyrographhic, but you can just call it a wood-burning pencil if you like.
I think I will.
Alright, so what else can I do for you today?
What are some good hiking trails in Georgia?
Georgia's got some awesome hiking. For a challenge, check out the Appalachian Trail's southern end at Springer Mountain. Or, for something more moderate with waterfalls, Cloudland Canyon State Park is beautiful. Are you looking for a specific region or difficulty level?
Where's the one with the waterfalls?
The one with the waterfalls is in Cloudland Canyon State Park, which is up in the northwestern part of Georgia. It's about a 2-hour drive from Atlanta, near the border with Alabama. Would you like directions?
No, thank you. Well, there you go. Now we learned something. Wood burning pencil. And the higher the number, the denser the lead, the lighter the mark. Huh. Well, there you go. Always learning something. We can ask Gemini anything if you guys want. But I didn't want to think that hard. It's Sunday morning. I got my cup of coffee. We're chilling. Yeah. Let's look at our poll. 24 people voted. Wow. 54% of people prefer pencils. 42% prefer pens. And we got one sole individual that likes chalk. Vote number 2, trusted since 1927. Wesley's the number 2 pencil connoisseur. Robert's chasing all my birds away. Scalene. It's the standard number 2. Huh. I wonder who came up with that. Was it like a committee? It says, okay, look, we got these 4 types of pencils here. Which one's going to be the best one? And they argued it down. Down in 1927. The announcer voice or the documentary voice. I got to go to Walmart and get some stuff for my next WTF news video. It's going to be a good one. I can't really tell you anything about it without ruining it, so you'll just have to wait and see. But I got one in the works. I just got to get some of the supplies. And then we'll make it happen. Yep. I've had 2 other WTF news videos that I have ideas for, but they haven't come through yet. You at Target? Where's Johnny B? What else have we been talking about? If you're just joining us, we're just having casual conversation over coffee. Robert's come by to say hi again. Hey, Robert, buddy. How's it going? You having a good morning? You digging a little bit and catching trying to catch birds a little bit? Yeah, it's a good day, isn't it? It's like a Mr. Rogers day. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? What'd you see over there? You hear that whimper? Mm, mm. Trying to get him to talk back. He won't do it. uh, yeah. Anywho. Are you going to be camera shy now? It licks my nose. uh, yeah. Go have fun. Go play.
I want you to go play with me.
What? Can't explain. People on lives. Oh no. What have I done? You hear that? I'm petting you. I'm right here. Yeah. I'm not going to run around right now. He's just. Are you scrolling these other live streams? The tarot card readings. There haven't been as many Jesus rants in the live streams lately. There might be today because it's Sunday. There may be more of those today. But it's a lot of video games, which is cool, I guess. If you like video games, I do. Oh, I had an argument with Google. I contacted Google support. What did you see, Wesley, that was so bad? I'm interested to find out what traumatized Wesley when he scrolled on live streams. Let's see if I can. I'm going to try something real quick for you guys. Boop. I don't have enough pictures on this phone. I got to get some pictures on here so I can do the background thing for you guys. Hey, look, there's a picture of me at the post office years ago. Changed the background. It was not a good day that day. I need to get some different pictures on here and change the background for you guys like that. That'd be fun. Put like a desert background and you guys hear all the birds chirping. It'd be so confused. Mom and child singing. Oh, it scared you? It was wrong? I'm going to turn that off. That's kind of creepy. Boop. Gotta go back to none. There we go. Change the background. Anywho, I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, I contacted Google support about live streams. And my argument was that live streams should be live, not a recorded video on a loop. But the person I was chatting with, who's probably in he was in some other country. He wasn't from around here, he or she, and they couldn't grasp what I was trying to say. And I was like, well, they can have videos and they can put videos on there that they want. And I'm like, you're not understanding me. It should be live. There should be an option because it hurts other people like myself and others that do live streams that we have to compete against somebody in another country or here in the States showing a loaf of bread falling, or somebody chopping up a piece of fruit for 24 hours straight, and it's the same 10-second loop. And that's not, I don't think that's right. It's not fair. I'm complaining. It's not. It should be an actual live stream. And there should be an option, but there's not, of a way to report these other people who are not actually live on camera. Does that make sense? Because if you're going to have a live stream, it should actually be live. That's the whole point of it. If you're going to post a video of chopped vegetables, then you post the video of chopped vegetables, and then you go about your business. I don't understand. I do not get it. I do not get it. And I think some of it is people want chat rooms where they can just go in there and just chat. And there are programs and websites just for chat. And you can do that on a regular live stream. But I feel like some of these loop streams, people are just in there having their own conversation. Yeah. Hey, Blue. But it should still be live. It's very aggravating to me. Because when I look at other people that I like to watch, or how am I going to discover somebody else if all I see is these stupid loop videos? Somebody gutting a fish, or peeling an egg, or chopping a pineapple. I mean, really? And then it's just on a loop, and they get hundreds of viewers, and they got their little dollar sign down there, and they're making money. I just do not understand. I cannot understand. Or gambling. Even if, or oh yeah, the virtual slot machine thing. I don't understand. She might be busy with boyfriend, Slay. He's right. I can't understand it. Somebody please explain to me why. I'm going to keep pestering them. I took screenshots of the conversation I had with Google support. And basically, it's like, don't worry about what other people are putting on the internet. Focus on your own channel. That's basically what they came down to. And I was like, you're not grasping what I'm putting out there. I wish there was like a phone number I could call and actually talk to somebody. But there's not. You have to do the chat room or email or go through the whole troubleshooting question thing. And then, yeah. Maybe mom did get grounded. Maybe she went camping. Maybe she was moaning in the bathroom and now she can't talk on the phone. Oh. If you're worried about somebody not texting you back or something, don't sweat it. Really don't. I used to worry about that stuff too. Don't sweat it. If you text somebody and they don't text you back, unless it's like your mom or your brother or sister or your partner, and you're worried about them not answering back because they normally would, But if it's just a friend somewhere, they may be doing some other stuff, and she's in a completely different time zone. She may just have other things going on. And I've said this before, there's 8 billion people in the world. There's going to be somebody else you can be friends with. Just saying. Maybe she's in a white van riding to Mexico. Really, Wesley? Good grief, man. Man, let's tone that down and say maybe her battery died, or she forgot to pay her cell phone bill, or something like that. Oh, she's in the back of a cargo container going to Mexico. Oh my gosh. Oh, somebody's flying a plane this morning. There went my camping scene. Now we're back camping again. Cartel road trip. Oh gosh, I can't imagine stuff like that happening. It happens, the trafficking thing. How you get caught up in something like that, you just at the wrong place at the wrong time, you get snatched. The plane, boss, the plane. We're gonna have to put Wesley in timeout. Put him in a 10-second timeout. We're missing Terry this morning. Terry is at home, and he gave me a heads up. Said he may not be able to join us on the live stream, which is fine. He needs to be able to relax and chill. You know. Somebody Terry's not here, so somebody had to pick up the slack. Is that what it is, Wesley? Somebody's got to put the weird, wacky stuff in the chat. Keep the thing live and interesting. Yeah, we don't think of Terry. Timeout Terry. He's either Tourette's Terry or Timeout Terry. Yeah. Put him in the corner. Put him in timeout. Put your nose against the wall. Oh man. Timeout Terry. Tot. we should convince him to change his username. Turd Terry. That's he's got a lot of nicknames. Remember when I think of Timeout Terry, I think of the terrible Terry Tate videos that ESPN put out years ago. The office linebacker, where he's running through the office and he's tackling people because they took a pack of pencils or pens. You put your finger in Wesley's coffee. He might like that. He might like you doing that to him, Blue. Turbulent Terry. Yeah. Oh, we got some squirrels on the squirrel feeder. And Robert is focused. There's 2 of them over there playing around. And they're about 5 feet off the ground. We might have something going on here. There's Robert. And there's Squirrel. You see him over there? I got it focused right. They're on the tree. I had to give the squirrels their own feeder because they kept attacking the bird feeder. And here he is. He's watching them. Oh, gosh. There we go. Poke it Terry Day. It's fun to poke at Terry when he's not here to defend himself. I'm waiting for him to try to chase after him. But he's not doing it. That's fine. He's giving up on him. He's not even watching him anymore. Dang squirrels. I had to get my squirrel popper out. National Poke Day. We got to come up with something. You guys help me come up with something. That we can say it's the particular day and it alludes to Terry, but it's not actually got Terry in the title. So it'd be like Harass a Friend Day or something like that. Harass a Friend Day. What else can we come up with? It's National Harass a Friend Day, or it's a National Put Truck Drivers in Their Place Day. Put truck drivers in their place day. Yeah, that'd be a good one. National Harass a Truck Driver. Then we can poke at Terry all day long. Guys, you gotta help me come up with something. What else can we do? I don't know. Harass a Truck Driver Day. I think that would be good. Oh, I think that's good. We'll do that. Texting her friends. Make sure she's okay. You want to hear a bad joke? Major League Baseball started. Good if you like baseball. Did you know that President Trump likes baseball as well? And he likes to play third base coach so he gets send Mexicans home. I told you it was a bad joke. It's a bad joke. Oh gosh. Boom. Yeah. Thank you, Johnny B. I was like, oh gosh. There's so many stupid jokes like that about him. Ugh. I told you it was a bad joke before I said it. I gave you warning. Not enough. Cartel rides are free. Those are messed up though. They put them in those shipping containers and they give them like a bucket, and then half of them are dead by the time they get there. That's that's jacked up. Go get them, Robert. These squirrels are on the ground now, eating seeds and stuff, and he wants to, but he's so far away from them. I don't know. And they paid for the ride. Yeah. Well, they hop in trains to get to the States, and some of them fall off and get killed. I don't know. It's all jacked up. There's a third squirrel coming over now. We've got a whole squirrel party going over here. Robert won't be able to contain himself much longer. There he is. He's on high alert. He's watching them. There he goes. There he goes. He's honing in his hunting skills. Oh, he snuck up on him. He snuck up on him. One's on the other side of the tree. Can you guys see? I can't see what you see. Yep. So Robert's on one side of the tree and the squirrel's on the other side of the tree. He knows the squirrel's there. Maybe see Robert actually catch a squirrel. See what he does. Oh, dang it. He can run, dang it. The squirrel just happened to look around the corner and see him and then shot up the tree. That's all right, Robert. You almost got him. Yeah. I did the slinky thing on the bird feeder, and it's really kept the squirrels away. And then I made this arm on the top of the bird feeder so that I can hang my camera off, but the squirrels can't use it to climb up. It looks crappy, but it works. But now it's harder for them to. The squirrels just can't get to the bird feeder anymore. But I got their own little thing over there too, so they're not missing out. You know. They had these. I was putting ears of corn on the thing, and they would just make a mess of it, and they wouldn't eat it much. But Tractor Supply, I went over there. They had these cones, not a cone. It was a tubular thing of corn, hard pressed into like this block of milled corn. And you put where you put a corn cob, and they have to like really chew on it to get it off there, so it lasts a really long time. And it's 4 squirrels on a squirrel feeder, and it keeps them focused on that versus coming over here to the bird feeder and messing with all the seeds. So it works out pretty good. You guys want to go see? Let's go look. Take you guys. We'll go for a little walk here. Come on, Robert. Come on. Let's go show them the squirrel feeder. Yeah. Robert is super excited. You like the squirrel feeder, don't you? Come here. So you can see all this sunflower seeds, shells everywhere from them, and the other birds come kind of clean up a little bit. But this is the corn thing, and it's hard as a rock basically, and they have to really chew on it. It takes a long time for them to grind it down and eat it. So it's a lot more efficient than a regular ear of corn. And then, of course, they just make a huge mess. And poor Robert here almost had one of them, didn't you? You almost had one. And I'll show you my little contraption that I did for the bird feeder. Like I said, it was just I'm trying to figure out a solution to where I can set up my camera and watch the birds or do a live feed or something like that and not have squirrels coming up. So let me get around here where you can see better. There's my feeder. I got seeds here, and I got suet. That's got mealworms in it. You need that for like bluebirds and stuff, birds that eat bugs. And then here I had the sunflower seeds for the cardinals and stuff. So I got the ones that like the bigger seeds, like blue jays and cardinals. This is for the woodpeckers and not the warblers. And then this is for like sparrows and cowbird and catbird, things like that for there. So I got all these different things. So I get a variety of birds coming by the bird feeder all the time. And then I bought some PVC pipe and I made this arm that comes out and allows me to mount my camera. And it's kind of cheesy looking, I get it, but it serves the purpose. So now they can't jump. There was a pole here under shepherd's hook, and they would climb up that one and then jump over and eat the seeds. So now I made this extension arm out of PVC pipe. It has my camera holder on it, and then I can do a live stream on there. So there you go. That's my bird feeder situation. And the slinky. And then Robert's toys everywhere. There's a toy, there's a toy, there's a toy, there's a toy, there's a toy. Here's a toy. There's a toy. He's got the bone. He's got everything out here he could ever want. He's got and he likes to drink out of the bird bath. Oh, I use the hammock all the time. Love that thing. That hammock is the best. And this I got it off Amazon. These posts were already here before I moved in because of a hammock. And there's the old one in the background. They had a full cloth one and it's mildewed, nasty. I need to throw it away. But this one is just rope, and it's super comfortable to me. And it's not going to catch a bunch of leaves and stuff in it. So, yeah, the posts are already here. I got it strung up, and this thing is super comfortable. And Robert will get underneath the hammock while I'm laying in it and like poke at me because he can't get up on here to like for me to pet him. But I'll fall asleep in a minute or two in this thing. This thing's just so comfortable. Love this thing. And I think this was like $65 on Amazon, and it has the separator on there and everything. All cotton rope. Um, very sturdy, very comfortable, and it wasn't expensive. So there's my hammock. Pretty sweet deal. I thought about doing a video called Hammock Time. It's like people do those sleep streams. You just have me laid out on a hammock. Robert's just so confused. Like, what are you doing? My grass is finally growing up. All that seed I put down, you can see it's coming up. I've got a bunch of clover and stuff mixed in here too, which is fine. I don't care. But all the seed is coming up. Yep. Doing well. I am going to go get a refill again, and I'm leaving my microphone so you guys don't listen to me go to the bathroom. I'll be back in a minute. I'll spin this around. You can watch Robert while I go. I'll be back, like I said. Refill. jumping, please. Father. Bro. Chill, man, chill. Oh, gosh. I went inside for 2 seconds, now he's all over me. If I have a granola bar, anything crinkling, um, I know the sleep streams are weird. I don't get it. I would like to try one just one time, just to see what the outcome would be. And I've always said that they're creepy as hell. Um, that it's just creepy that people want to watch you sleep. But they get hundreds of views and all kinds of other stuff. I even complained to one person. Her name is Brianna. She trying to build her YouTube channel. Just kind of ran across her one day, and she does little gaming videos. She builds Legos and some other stuff on live stream, and she's really cool. And then one night she was doing a live stream. I texted her. I said, "Don't do." I didn't text her. I messaged her. I said, "Live streams are beneath you. You shouldn't be doing that kind of stuff. It's creepy. You know, you're better than that. You know, you resort to something like that, letting people watch you sleep." And I think it is creepy as hell to have somebody watching you sleep like that. I had to go through a sleep apnea test. So I had to go, and they put all these little sensors all over me, all over my head, my arm, legs, all over my body. And I had to sleep in what was like kind of like a hotel room. They had this office, and they had these two hotel room like places where you go sleep, and they're in the booth in between the two rooms, monitoring your vitals and all the stuff that's going on. And that was creepy as hell too. I couldn't really sleep. It was too strange. Just too strange. And then they said I had no sleep apnea. On there, whatever, you know. Um, you guys have heard of the Kessler effect. I know I've spoke about this before. The Kessler effect is a theory that makes complete sense, except for the flat earther guy. Um, that if one of a satellite or something in space exploded for whatever reason, and the debris went haywire, it's not going to have. It's not like here on Earth. It's not going to fall to the ground eventually. It's just going to go, and then you had this like domino effect, different satellites and things like that being knocked out, and they're breaking into pieces, more debris, more debris, more debris, until you just can't even get anything out there again because the debris just went completely out of control. It would knock out all our communications. It would just devastate, you know, with modern technology and everything, it would devastate everything. It would completely kill all the stuff we got going on as far as communications and things like that. The reason I bring that up is because China has developed a submersible machine. So instead of space, they're looking deep in the ocean. And if you know anything about international cables going across ocean floors, they're super vital to our means of communication and modern technology as well. They're not in space, they're just laying on the ocean floor. And these things are fiber cables, copper cables, all kinds of cables like that. And China, for whatever reason, made this device. It's a robotic device, unmanned, that can be dropped into the ocean and just trudge along and chopping up all the cables along the ocean floor just because they can. And that was kind of creepy. I mean, will they do it? I don't think so. I mean, I really don't know. They could. If they went through if they set this robot out there and set it on a course where then the cables that are under the ocean or in the ocean floor, they're all there. You could look them up online. You can see exactly the path they take. The first transatlantic cable was early 1900s, I think, or something like that. Um, and it was just for phones, you know. But now with all the internet and stuff, you got uh, a bunch of fiber optic cables and things in there. Now they're covered in all this steel casing, rubber casing, polymer casing. They're huge cables, and they have special ships made just for that to lay this cable out there. And they have special people that go down there and repair and stuff like that. And these cables have to be replaced every so often because of the ocean environment and things like that, from decay and things like that, or different advancements in cable technology. So to know that China went out of its way to make a submersible vehicle with these diamond blades that can just trudge against the floor, and they made it to the point, they made it so much, they made it in a way that will not make a cloud of debris obstructing its view and its path as it's going underneath the ocean. So this blade can ride on the surface of the ocean and not create a bunch of debris, but at the same time, it could chop up all the cables at once as it's just going along. And they said that it would, if that happened, 95% of communications would be shut down instantly. Something like that. Yeah. It's kind of, to me, that's creepy as hell. This is so, why would you do it? It would be a pain in the ass. It would cause a lot of problems. But, China, I don't think China cares. China has its own communication. It's going to want to communicate with itself. You could care less if people in Japan can talk to people in America through their internet servers and stuff like that. China doesn't care about that shit. you know? And it's like mutually agreed destruction, like atomic weapons and things like that, nuclear weapons, nuclear bombs. That was a whole Cold War. It was a mutual agreed destruction. If you shoot at me, I'm going to shoot at you. We're both going to get wiped out. And now they got this thing that can go across the ocean floor and chop up cables. We would have to have something that counteract that too. Like, if you're going to do that to us, we can do this to you. I'll hold back if you hold back, and we won't have another Cold War of sorts. I think the Cold War type stuff is still going on today. I don't think it ever really ended, because we really never got rid of the nuclear weapons. And there's always that threat of, if they shot at us, we're going to shoot at them still. So you still have the mutually agreed, they call it MAD, because it is MAD, mutually agreed destruction. Yeah. Are you guys still chatting? Because I'm not seeing the chat move. Let me log in on this other device and see if you guys are following along with me or not. Sometimes the chat on the live stream will freeze up, and I won't be able to see what you guys are saying. So I get on my other device here. Yep. The chat on there is completely frozen. Here, it's just taken off. Everybody's talking. Eric's talking. Sorry, Ed. Eric. Sharks are notorious for biting the fiber cables too. Yeah. Hey, Tobias from Germany. How's it going, man? Yeah, I wasn't seeing your chat. The chat on the live stream is frozen. But here, as I tune in with my other device, I can see that. My brother's on here. Hey, bro. Peter is my brother. JoJo's listening. I had to, sometimes it does that. YouTube, Google. Billions and billions of dollars in awesome technology. Can't figure out how to keep the chat going on a live stream. But there's a lot of stuff going on in the background that you and I will never know. And then the government uses that Signal app. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. You can go look up that stuff. The whole conversation that was done on the Signal app, where they're talking about bombing these people, Houthis or whatever. They're using like emojis and stuff. It looks like a bunch of 12-year-olds talking about how they're going to go beat up their neighbor, friend, the kid down the street. And they were using emojis like fire emojis and, tough emojis and fist bump emojis and all this other stuff in the leadership that is defending our country. It's just embarrassing as hell. I couldn't even think about it. I had a security clearance in the Army. And even without that, I wouldn't imagine trying to communicate on a civilian device anything of sensitive nature. It just, it It's mind-boggling. It's crazy. It's crazy. And they're all like,
Oh, well, it happens. Sorry.
neat, and they go about their day, you know. And I'm like, uh, just gosh, I don't know what to say. I'm speechless in a way. These people will not be held accountable. Nobody's taking, saying, we made a mistake. It was an oversight. We shouldn't have done that. We should be using this. Somebody come up and take responsibility for it. Nobody's doing that, and nobody ever will. They were like, oh, it just happens. It happens. Come on, really? It happens. Oh yeah, we'd have been Leavenworth. I'd have been Leavenworth, as Eric was saying here. If I'd have done that in the army, yeah, I would have lost my rank. I'd been fined, probably put in jail, treason, all kinds of other stuff, espionage. Um, yeah, and then they were using emojis and an app that you and me can download. And if it's an app that you and I can download on Apple or Google and doesn't cost us a penny, you know, China and Russia, they're going to be hacking that stuff and watching it and reading all the stuff on there too. And my brother made um, a very good point. If Hillary had done it, and I watched a show last night. They were talking about the Signal talk. People in the government talking back and forth on the Signal app, and then everybody was like, sorry, no big deal. It wasn't anything really sensitive. But the crap they gave Hillary for having her email servers and how she should be hung on a rope in front of Capitol Hill for using her own internet servers for emails. But the Signal app thing is like,
Me.
where's the balance? Oh, everybody was so tore up and upset about Hillary having her own email servers, but then these guys go out there with an app and use emojis on how they're going to blow somebody up, and they just shrug. They're just like,
It happens.
It's like, no, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Damn it. What was the guy's name that um, Snowden? That's the name, Snowden. He had some stuff. He did some leaks. They went after him. He's still having to hide in another country. If he ever stepped foot back in the United States, he would be in life with prison, probably death penalty or something like that. Edward Snowden. And then you got the other whistleblowers, but they have to flee to another country when they reveal how the BS that our government's doing, regardless of what side you're on. I'm not picking on one party or the other. I'm just government in general. I think they're all crooked. They're both making all kinds of money off the stock market with their inside information. I think Robin Williams said it best. They should all wear NASCAR jackets with all their sponsors on them. Every politician, every last one of them, should have sponsorship jackets on, so you can see who's sponsoring their campaigns and their stuff like that. Yes, Snowden has to live in Russia. He's the one that I can't remember. Eric could probably help me out with this. He seems to be pretty knowledgeable about it. My brother as well. He revealed how the NSA was tapping everybody's cell phones and stuff, right? Wasn't he the guy that did that? He's the one whistle blew, said, hey, the NSA is just listening to everybody's conversation and like letting computers pick up on keywords. Yeah. I don't know. I try not to get too political on my live streams, but it's just insane how they'll let one thing go and they'll chase somebody to another country for the other thing. But he lives in Russia now, which probably won't be as scared as much because our president's like chumming up with Putin. So, yeah, the Freedom Act from 9/11, that stuff will never go away. They'll keep that there. It's there now because everybody wanted it. It's like, oh yeah, hell yeah. I've got nothing to hide, monitor everything. We got to make sure we catch these guys, which was good at the time. It made sense at the time. You want to catch these people. But it's like those old laws. You can't ride your horse down a Main Street on Sunday afternoon stuff. That doesn't apply anymore. It needs to be not. It needs to be stricken from the record. It should have an expiration date. Uh, it should have some kind of expiration date. The Freedom Patriot Act. Patriot Act. I think that's what it is, Eric. Um, that gave the government so many freedoms to just tap in and do whatever they wanted. At first I had the same mentality. I was like, um, ice cream cones and back pocket gets you arrested. Some, yeah, we were going over stupid laws around the country too. Hey, what state is that in, Eric? Ice cream cone in your back pocket gets you arrested. Stupid laws that just really don't apply anymore, but they stay on the books. And then somebody 100 years from now will pull that law up and go, well, you know what? I've got a problem to the ice cream debacle we've got right now. We're going to enact the law of 1957 ice cream cone in your back pocket. In New York and Pennsylvania. And they're going to use that obscure law from 200 years ago to do some kind of agenda. Oh my gosh. It's just, oh my gosh. Well, since we're on it, we're talking a little bit of politics. I'll go into this one little thing too. The 22nd Amendment, is it the 22nd one? It says the president can only have 2 terms. President can only have 2 terms. And people are already trying to pass legislation so a president can get a 3rd term. It kind of goes into that thing where you can talk about the youth. I'm 48. I was like, these dang kids don't know what it's like, blah, blah, blah. But at least it had some basic knowledge of history and civics, you know? They did one of those, every year during spring break, they go out and they interview kids and ask them the most simplest questions and knowing that they can't answer them. A couple of them was, what's the biggest city in the world? And one of the college people on the spring break, they asked them that, and they said, Europe. That was their answer for the biggest city in the world. And another one was like, can you name the first person that walked on the sun? And somebody said Lance Armstrong. And these are the people that go to college. These are the people that go to college and get these degrees and do all that other stuff. And I make fun of college. I think it's a waste. It's an absolute waste. It just shows that you can. I think some well put saying was that 4 years of college, all that really does is show that you can show up at a place on time and complete assigned tasks. Because there's a lot of people who have college degrees that don't even use anything with them. Or you can go get some BS degree in arts, and say, well, I've got a college degree, Well, what do you freaking do? I see people come into jobs with their college degrees and have management because they've been to college and not have a clue what they're doing or how to do it or what's going on. It's comical at best. Yeah, you're right, Eric. College is, I think college it should be. Let's see. I give credit to college degrees if you're doing something like engineering or a doctor, a lawyer, dentist, something like that, or rocket science, or I don't know, whatever, something to that degree. But a lot of these degrees are just like basic stuff like business, or something just so they have a piece of paper. I just think it's a waste of time, a waste of money. There was another kid that was going on middle managers of the bank of existence. Yeah. Was one girl. There's one girl that got on X and she ranted about how why is she paying for all this college when all they do is she goes into the classroom, they say read this chapter, and then she goes back and they test her on it. It's like, why am I paying for that class? Why am I paying thousands of dollars to go into a room where some guy can say read this book and then come back and test me on the book? Why can't I just read the book, you quiz me at the end, and be done? I wouldn't have to pay for college if all I had to do is buy these books, read them, and take a test on them. Why am I going to classrooms and paying all this money in these colleges? She's like, and then another one recently, I was like, I talked about, she was going on about how did I get into this college? Or she said, I got into this college, something to this effect. She got into this college and she literally can't read and write because some colleges don't even ask for SAT scores anymore because of the COVID thing. They bypass the testing, requirements to get in. So much so that colleges, Ivy League colleges like Harvard, are having to give basic math classes for people that get admitted into Harvard. It's just like, oh, we can go down this rabbit hole forever. It's just like, it doesn't make any damn sense. Pay all that money for a college degree, and then people they can't write in cursive. They have no knowledge, real world knowledge of things going on around them. I don't know. I think too much. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I do think about some of the stuff that goes on in the background that you and I, as civilians, will never know. And it's not just our government. All governments are doing this. Businesses, too. They do a lot of stuff in the background that you would be appalled about that you'll never know. And it's constantly happening. From, if Snowden didn't blow the whistle, we would all have been totally oblivious to the fact they're listening to everything. They're listening to us now. Google and Apple, they're listening to you on your phone all the time. There is no privacy. You would have to completely forsake everything electronic and live in a cave to not be monitored anymore. And even then, somebody like, I saw that guy go in that cave. Let's take a video of it. College degree used to mean something. You're right, bro. It used to mean something like, ooh, you went to college. All right, well, you got me there. But it doesn't mean anything today. It really doesn't. Unless you've got some high-level occupation that really requires a lot of detailed training and study. Like engineering, like I said, engineering, doctor. I don't even think a lawyer needs them anymore. They could just read a few books, show up in court. At this point. But if you're going to cut open a body, yeah, you need to go to school for that. If you're going to build a bridge or a building, you need to go to school for that. You're not just going to show up one day with a shovel and say, all right, let's do this, guys. Google Glasses got put. Well, I think Google Glasses was just too ahead of its time because Facebook has their Meta glasses. They've partnered with Ray-Ban, and they're more sleek and it has this little camera on the corner. And yeah, they're not as gawky as Google Glasses were. People just made fun of Google Glasses all the time. Made all these things call you a glass hole. Because you're walking around with those things all the time. But now it's nothing. He's like, okay, whatever. He's got something strapped to his head. Whatever, let's do this. Build a bridge out of her. Body Python. Those witches made out of wood. What do? You build a bridge out of her. Oh, Monty Python was way ahead of its time too. Whether sitting on the Coliseum steps, and the one guy's like, I want to be a woman. Why do you want to be a woman? I want to have babies. But you don't have a womb. Where's the fetus going to gestate? In a box? They go back and forth. But we have to defend his right to have babies. That whole scene for today is just so relevant. Somebody Posted that on Twitter as well. I watched it a couple. It's just a hilarious talk about. We're gonna fight for his or hers right to have babies. What? Have his right to be a lunatic. Oh my gosh. That is too funny. That is too funny. Robert chased a squirrel and now he's passed out on the ground. Anywho, I normally do just a couple hours on Sundays, so I guess I'll go ahead and call it a day. I got other things I have to run around and do today. I'm doing my improv class today. I have another second class for improv comedy is tonight. It's like a 2 hour thing. This is my third one actually. My third one actually. It's a lot of fun. It is. It's a group of people just being silly, doing improv, learning how to do improv comedy. And we have a lot of laughs doing these little exercises and stuff. It's really cool. So I get to do that tonight. That's at 6:30. Yeah, 6:30. So that'll be fun. I look forward to that. It's on Sunday evenings. It's really cool. And hopefully I'll be able to actually participate in some improv comedy soon. I have not live streamed the improv. I would probably have to get permission from the group, if you will. They do record some of their stuff and put it on their Instagram. It's called the Flying Squid in Athens, Georgia. Be happy to look it up. They do a lot of good stuff. I would, if I ever get to be in one of the shows, I'll definitely ask if I can live stream it for my YouTube channel. I don't think they would object. It's a small group. They're super friendly, laid back. I don't think it'd be an issue if I just ask them, set up a tripod, let the camera roll in the background in the corner somewhere. I think it'd be cool. I think it'd be really cool, especially my first night. If I ever get to be out there, that'd be a lot of fun. But I do live stream every morning, 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I do a thing called Coffee with Malcolm. Just wake up, have a cup of Joe, laugh a little bit, and then go to work. So if you guys, if you're new to the channel, like, share, subscribe. Check out my Coffee with Malcolm in the mornings. I do a bunch of other videos. I don't just do live streams. I do a bunch of skits and things like that. WTF News, the Redneck Jew, things like that. So just check it out and hang in there and visit me again later. Hey, Latoya, I'm just about to get off the stream. Thanks for stopping by, though. But anyway, like I said, I'm about to go. You guys have a great day. Thanks for hanging out with me this morning. I have drank almost an entire pot of coffee, so I should be good for the rest of the day. But anyway, you guys are awesome. I love hanging out with you. Have a great day, and we'll catch you guys next time. Bye.